Hi everyone. Today you will learn how to add game elements to your online course. Gamification is the use of game elements and game techniques in non-game contexts. It's a newly vastly growing trend and is being adopted by very large universities. Contrary to what some may think, gamification doesn't have to involve a submersion into a virtual world. It's actually quite simple to utilize gamification techniques into an online course. Some learning management systems, such as D2L, even include special elements embedded in their system. Popular game elements include components such as points, which you can easily change grades into a point system. And then there are challenges. A good way to incorporate a challenge is give the highest grades a prize. And then there's levels, level up tiers for higher grades. There's also badges, leaderboards, and progression. There's a lot entailed in gamification elements, so this is just a brief overview of things that you could potentially include in your online course. Now, there are 6 steps to designing a game in an e-learning course. Number 1 is to define the learning objectives. What do the students need to accomplish in the course, and what are the course goals? Design has to be purposeful. Number 2 is to determine the target behaviors. What is it that you want your students to do? Gamification is about motivation and encouraging your students to do certain things. You need to start with an understanding of just what those things are. And number 3, describe the players. Are they human-centric or player-centric? You need to have some understanding about who your students are. What are they like? And how can using gamification respond to the different kinds of players that you have? Number 4, devise activity loops. There are 2 kinds of loops that move forward the action in gamification. These are called engagement loops and progression loops. And this is where you structure the core micro and macro level game aspects. And number 5, don't forget to have fun. This is one of the most important parts. Paradoxically, that's easy to miss when you're doing gamification because gamification is about coming up with structures and rules and processes and systems and to apply those objectives. Very often, people get so caught up that they lose sight of the fact that these systems should in some way be engaging. They need to be fun. And number 6, you need to use the right tools for the right job. Use the right elements, use the right structures, and put them in place. So there's a lot to be learned about gamification, but these tips and general steps should surely get you started. So your call to action today is to design a game with your online course, or at least add some game elements discussed within this training. Also, be sure to let me know of any questions, comments, or struggles that you may have during the process.